Outside, Vanessa was flawless. Her makeup was always clean, her wigs were always laid, her outfits hugged her body like luxury. When Vanessa walked into a place, people noticed. Phones came out, compliments followed. On Instagram, her life looked perfect. Married but still slaying, hot wife energy, soft life activated. But behind the doors of her home, the house told a different story. Dirty plates slept in the sink. Clothes littered the floor. The kitchen smelled old and tired. Dust sat comfortably like it paid rent. Vanessa didn't care. She never did. Her husband, Kelvin, cared. At first, he complained gently. Vanessa, the house is really messy. Vanessa, please, can you cook once in a while? Vanessa, I'm exhausted. She laughed every time. Cooking is slavery, she said, flipping her hair. I didn't marry to start suffering. This housework thing is not my purpose in life. Then she grabbed her bag, fixed her gloss, and stepped out. Kelvin stopped arguing, not because he agreed, but because he was tired. One evening, after Vanessa left the house again, Kelvin stood alone in the living room. The TV was on. The house was silent. The mess stared back at him. He sighed, not in anger, in defeat, and that was when he decided. The next morning, Aisha arrived. Simple dress, clean slippers, calm eyes. Good morning, sir, she said softly. Kelvin nodded. She's the housemaid, he told Vanessa later. Vanessa barely looked up. As long as she doesn't touch my things, she said, already scrolling. Aisha smiled politely and went to work. The house began to change, slowly. The floor became clean. The kitchen smelled fresh. Food cooked gently on the stove. Kelvin noticed. Vanessa didn't. She came home late, dropped her bag, removed her heels and slept. She didn't see the folded clothes. She didn't notice the clean sink. She didn't see Aisha quietly scrubbing the floor on her knees. Days turned into weeks. Kelvin started coming home earlier. He sat in the living room again. He ate proper meals. Sometimes Aisha would ask, "Sir, is the food okay? Should I cook something else tomorrow?" "Thank you," Kelvin would reply. Just that, nothing more. But something was changing. Vanessa remained busy. Parties, brunch, photos. When Kelvin stopped complaining, she felt relieved. See, she told herself, problem solved. She didn't understand that silence is not peace. One evening, Vanessa went out with her girls. Music loud, drinks flowing, laughter everywhere. They sat at a lounge, legs crossed, bags on the table. Next party is on Friday, and Saturday is that birthday turn-up, another added. They were already planning outfits. Then Eniola turned to Vanessa and smiled. "Babe, how is your husband?" Vanessa laughed and waved her hand carelessly. "He'll be fine," she said. "At least he won't disturb me again." They all leaned in. "I got him a housemaid," Vanessa continued proudly. "So I'm free now, free to enjoy myself to the fullest." She sipped her drink and added, "Abeg, being married will not stop me from slaying. Marriage is not a prison." They laughed, glasses clinked. No one noticed how sharp those words were. One evening, Vanessa returned home earlier than usual. The house was quiet, too quiet. She walked into the kitchen. Everything was clean. Aisha was cooking, humming softly. Kelvin sat at the table, smiling, laughing. Vanessa froze. It wasn't flirting, it wasn't loud, but it was warm. A warmth she hadn't shared with her husband in a long time. Kelvin looked up. Their eyes met. Something passed between them. Vanessa forced a smile, but her heart sank, because for the first time, she felt like a stranger in her own house. That night, Vanessa lay awake. Kelvin slept beside her, facing away. The house was clean, the room smelled peaceful, but her chest felt tight. One question haunted her. When did I stop being the woman of this house? And another thought whispered darker than the rest. What if the maid is not just cleaning my house, but slowly taking my place?